Big Blue Thumb Productions presents the Podlie Podcast. Here's your hosts, Podlie Bill, Podlie Cliff, and Podlie Paul.
And welcome everybody to Epi 185 of the Podlie Podcast. Well, Jamie's in first. Jamie Hill, 3,500 points.
3,500 points.
William Seltzer, 2,500 points.
2,500. Don't spend it all in the same place. With
No, and Jamie's got us on the big screen. Do we look bigger? Do we look taller when we're on the big screen, Jamie?
Do I look browner? Do I look blacker?
How do we look on the big screen? That's
Do I
what I would like to know.
Do my arms look whiter?
Could you put 4
Look
inches
at the white.
on me?
Look,
That'd be
look.
fantastic.
Look at the dark. Look at the brown.
Yeah.
Look at the white.
going on
What the
there?
F, man?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Oh, don't bloody know.
Wow. So here we are. We're back live in your living room. Or-
Live in the living room.
Well, you might not always, it could be the kitchen, I guess.
Could be the
wherever you're watching us.
Okay, so wait a minute though. Jamie Hill. Are we talking on YouTube or are we talking on Facebook?
She's watching us on YouTube because I can tell by the red arrow.
Oh, red arrow. There we go.
Facebook will have the little blue F beside it.
The what?
The little blue F. What? and
Yes.
William's watching on YouTube as well.
William Seltzer on YouTube.
Yeah.
Welcome. So 3,500, 2,500, and we're still waiting to give out the 1,500.
1,500 points.
That's right. If nobody shows up in the next 5 seconds, it's going to Jamie.
Jamie is also busy on Messenger because she just sent me a message. Hang on, I'm checking. Oh, wait, it's us!
It's you. Oh, look at that.
Wait, that's us!
Oh, look at that. We're on the big screen. There we are. Yeah.
That's rather lovely.
Very
See,
nice.
that is us. I'm showing you us on us. See right there.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
we're going to cause a feedback
you
loop
go.
here.
Oh, Chai's here. Chai gets
1,500
the 1,500
points.
points. There we go. We just gave away the 1,500 points to Chai.
Okay, and Paulie and Jamie are creating a feedback loop. Wait a minute. Feedback. Feed. I think I'm hungry now.
We're feeding back the feedback loop.
Yeah.
It's feeding back the
I just
feedback
fed the
loop.
feedback loop.
Did you? Look at that.
Right
Wow.
then.
been a while,
It's been a
What, 2 weeks?
Been a
It's been
while.
2 weeks?
Yeah, been a while for sure. And it's funny. The last time we had the Poly Podcast, we had a thunderstorm. Mm-hmm. And then tonight we do the Poly Podcast, and there's a thunderstorm.
Maybe, just maybe, to try and tell us something.
Yeah.
How's your connection going to be?
Oh, I think we're fine.
Good.
All looking good.
We're all about connection, Paulie.
Yeah.
I hear you. That's why
hear
we're
ya.
here.
We like connectivity.
There we go. This is a rather understated beginning to a podcast, I would say.
Yeah. Jamie
Rather.
said Jim's home. He's in the shower.
Hi, Jim. In the shower.
In the shower.
How are you, buddy? I don't know why you're not watching us in there.
Yeah,
That's
you
rather
should-
rude.
You should have a device in the shower.
A device.
But I do know why we're not watching you, Jim. So
Yeah, we know that part.
I do know that part.
Yeah.
We know that part.
Yeah. And apparently there's a storm brewing out Jamie's.
Where are you? Where are you out your way, Jamie? Are you in Edmonton? Are you North Edmonton, South Edmonton, East, West, etc.? Question mark.
We all pause. It goes quiet again while we wait for an answer.
You know, it's funny, right? I use Google Voice Type very often to do emails. I don't know if you do the same.
I do on occasion, yes.
Yeah, to do emails and text messages as well. So when I do that, if I ask somebody a question, I say, hey, is it storming out there? And then you have to actually say question mark to put a question mark. Now, believe it or not, it's really weird because sometimes I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, blah, 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 and then I actually say a question mark. I wonder if that's early onset dementia. I mean, I already know I'm demented. I just don't know if it's early onset dementia. A big difference between demented
And
and
dementia.
dementia.
Jamie says they live in Edmonton, close to West Edmonton Mall.
Oh, Weston, I see, said the blind man.
Yeah,
I like that part of town.
nice.
As my friend says, I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw.
He saw that, did he?
I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw.
So,
Hilarious.
so what have you guys been busy doing, Paul? What have you been busy
Yeah,
doing?
Paul.
for the
What have you been
past-
busy, Paul? Paul. Hey, Paul.
Busy
weeks.
and Folk Fest last weekend, guys. It was amazing.
That was fun.
Wow.
I went on the Sunday. I didn't go the whole weekend, but Chai and I went on the Sunday and we had a good time.
Bucket list Robert Plant. But the thing about so Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. I don't know a whole lot about Alison Krauss. Robert Plant is Robert Plant, of course. Loved every second of it. What I not surprising is the wrong word. What I found I enjoyed one of the most was the band supporting him. They were unbelievable, Bill.
Oh, cool.
They were unbelievable. All Americans, because they do the roll call. One's from Maine, one's from Nevada, whatever, blah, 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 blah. They were unbelievable. Were they not? Incredible musicians.
Yeah, everybody that, well, it's rare that you get disappointed at Folk Fest.
True.
On occasion, of course, you might run into an act, which maybe
Okay, but Robert
wasn't-
Plant and Alison Krauss are not going to hire slouchy bands.
Of course
Right?
not.
I mean, come on, obviously. But no, I'm not saying that to be flippant. I'm just saying.
But you know, it's funny, Cliff, because Robert Plant is for all intents and was for all intents and purposes a bucket list live show for me. I wanted
is that
to see
right?
Robert.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But my takeaway from that, is Robert Plant's really tall. He's about 6'4".
Okay, but can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Is it Robert Plant or Led Zeppelin that was your bucket list?
Really good point. Knowing that I would never see Led Zeppelin,
Yeah.
it would be Robert.
But do you know any Robert Plant music outside of Zeppelin?
Honey Drippers. Loved the Honey Drippers in the 80s.
Did he
honey,
play any?
Sorry. Honey, yeah, it's Honey Drippers. Not
Did he
Honey
play any?
Drippers. What's that?
Did he play any Honey Dripper
No,
songs?
he didn't. No, he didn't. I really liked the Honey Drippers in the 80s, which was a Robert Plant fronted
Hi,
band.
Nicole. Hi, William.
And so Robert Plant is Robert Plant, and he was truly amazing. He was very understated, which I really liked.
He's always been that way.
Very understated, correct.
Ever since he
correct.
lost his son early on, he's always been that
Correct,
way.
very true. Taller. He's
Taller
about
dude.
6'4".
Yeah, he's tall, yeah.
Cliff, I didn't know that. I was from here to here as he passed. Him and Alice Cross.
Yeah,
He's
he's tall,
very,
dude.
very tall.
Hi, Kat.
Kat says Alison
Kat
is
Rollick
amazing.
says Alison Krauss is amazing.
I only know one Alison Krauss track.
My friend, I will second that opinion. Alison Krauss is amazing. She's got an amazing voice. She's got an amazing soul. She's got an amazing talent. She has an amazing talent on the fiddle or the violin, I guess.
Cliff, that blew me away, buddy.
She's amazing.
Oh.
If you guys get a chance, some time ago I even posted on my Facebook page, shared on my Facebook page, there is a version of one of my favorite songs in the world called The Boxer. And there's a version of her, Alison Krauss, and damn it, I lost the name on air here. But anyway, Alison Krauss.
Union Station.
Who sang Polaroids?
Oh,
no idea.
Sonny came home. What's her name? Anyway, I just lost the name.
Sonny Came Home is Cole. Paula Cole.
No, it's a different song. Anyway, Sean.
Sean. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe I lost her name.
Canadian,
what the
I think,
heck? And yeah, Canadian. Anyway,
Sean- no,
there's
okay.
a version of Alison Krauss, Sean Colvin.
That's it.
Alison Krauss and Sean Colvin doing The Boxer. It is one of the best covers you will ever hear.
Can you shoot that to me?
I can.
Just text me, Sean Colvin
And Alison Krauss plays the violin on it, and there's a person who plays the stand-up slide guitar. Can't think of his name right now. Effing believable how good
Thanks,
it is.
Cliff. Thanks, Cliff. Love
Leslie
it.
Ann.
Thanks,
Oh,
love.
Leslie Ann. Sean Colvin.
There we go, Sean Colvin. That's right.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you for that. So, yeah, Robert Plant was truly, truly amazing. The band was truly
Did him and Alison
amazing.
Krauss play "The Price of Love"? That was what a beautiful song.
Not that I remember.
It's one of the best songs.
Not that I remember.
It's one of the most beautiful songs you'll hear about love. It's called "The Price of Love." Go Google it. "The Price of Love" by Alison Krauss and Robert Plant. It's beautiful. And Krauss, to Kat Rollick's point, Alison Krauss's voice on there is absolutely haunting. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't have much of a feeling from. Okay, the feeling I got from Alison Krauss is she's an amazing fiddle player. She's unbelievable fiddle player. Her voice didn't blow me away.
No.
Like, it didn't knock my socks off. And I guess two reasons. A, I was legitimately working, and I kind of had to keep one eye on
Right.
them, and one eye on the crowd. And number two, I really don't know a lot about Alison Krauss.
Okay.
Right? And Robert Plant is Robert Plant.
Plant is planted.
So.
Yeah. One of my Robert Plant had a couple solo albums that were awesome, absolutely awesome. The Mighty Rearranger was one of them. He had a song called on this sunshine shining all around. Oh, what a gorgeous song.
So that's I'm thrilled to have seen.
Yeah,
Robert
that's awesome,
Plant.
Paulie.
I'm
Dan,
thrilled,
you
yeah.
saw them as well, Bill?
No, actually, I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
You didn't see them?
Because we left before they
I
came
didn't know
Oh,
on.
you
that.
did, eh?
Yeah.
Did you leave before that?
Yeah, we didn't stay for the headline, but we watched. There was one band that we saw, and it was on stage. Can't remember the stage number now. It might have been stage 1. So we went and grabbed dinner, and we were watching it, and they were really good. They had a trombone. I just wish I could remember the name. A trombone in the band, and they were really, really good. I just wish I could remember the name. And the crowd loved them. They had the crowd on their feet.
Oh, nice.
The whole time.
The Saturday night band, and again to Bill's point, I can't remember their name. I got all their autographs on my thing. I got to meet them. I cannot remember them. They were brilliant. I'll look up the name. They were really good too.
That's the one thing.
So is the autograph's going to be worth something in the future?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
There's
And I got John Hewitt to sign it too.
oh, did
for
you?
Me. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw John briefly at one point there.
Good guy. Good guy.
They had we got 7 stages. At
Oh,
Folk
wow.
Fest.
That's crazy.
You ever been, Cliff? You ever been?
It's
so much fun.
yeah, logistically, how they put it on with
Yeah.
the 7 stages and bands going on every single stage and sound checks in between and so people, you find the stage you want to go to listen to whatever band
Yeah.
that you might want to go to, and so anyway, yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
good. Yeah, it was good. We like I said, we were there just on the Sunday, and we left, like I said before the headliner. But
What was the last show you saw? What was the last performance you saw?
when we were leaving, all the exterior stages were shutting down.
Shutting down.
Because Heavy was coming on the main stage. So all of the exterior stages were done.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, unbelievable. I always tell myself this is the 3rd time I volunteered, because I volunteered. Third year I volunteered, and I always say this is going to be my last year, because it's 4 days. Like, it takes a lot of time. You got to take 2 days off work. You got to take time away for your family. I always say, yeah, this is going to be my last year. I don't know after this year, man. I think I'm back next year. I think it was that much fun. It was that
we
much
had
fun.
some. Chai and I actually talked to the volunteer coordinator.
Yeah.
About possibly we'd volunteered there in the past. I was a main stage camera guy.
Yeah.
And Chai helped out at main stage as well.
So what did you do, Paul? What did you do?
Front of stage.
Different things.
Security, front of stage.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
So, what did Nicole say there, Cliff?
Saturday! There you go. How are you?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Podlie podcast.
Well, and so having talked folk, what about you, Cliff?
What about me?
You've been swamped, I know, hiring photographers and training photographers
Yep.
and
It's been
all that fun kind of
It's
stuff.
been
on, eh?
full on, and it's been a good week. We've got just a beautiful crew of folks. We got, what do we do, 18 photographers, something like that. Yeah, nice crew of people, good people. Went through the training for a week. This morning we were doing some outdoor training, and me and the other area manager and owner doing some planning to get these schools up and running. So yeah, looking forward to it. I think my first school is day after tomorrow. So not tomorrow,
Already shooting
but
for
on
school.
Wednesday. Oh yeah,
It's not-
Wednesday.
So what schools? Is anything back? Nothing's back in yet, is it?
They're starting on Wednesday. Yeah.
What school division is that?
Archbishop Jordan, which is Elk
Edmonton.
Island Catholic.
Elk Island Catholic is back already?
That's on Wednesday.
Because I know Elk Island Public doesn't start, because Beckett doesn't start till September.
No, Elk Island Public starts on Thursday, depending on, I guess, who. Must be the high school.
I think it depends.
Maybe.
Because Bev-
He's not back. He starts grade 8. But
I'm
not
at
till
Bev.
September.
I'm at Bev on Thursday.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Beaumont High. Beaumont High, McNally. I got lots on the go this week.
Wow.
It's going to be mayhem. It's going to be general mayhem, but it's going to be good general mayhem.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that, basically getting ready for there. Spend some time with some good friends, and yeah, basically it's been pretty much all work and a little bit of time with friends, and yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I haven't had a chance to ride the motorcycle too much. I haven't had a chance to play much music, but it's been good.
Yeah.
So, and you, Bill, how's the new job? How's the new position
Good.
going?
Good.
Busy
Well,
as-
same company, just different
position?
We changed things around because the other gentleman that was working in Edmonton has a new role with the company, and he's now moved to Calgary.
Okay.
So I'm the only one, but so I took over all his big accounts. So yeah, it's
So you're doing double time.
So I'm a regional sales manager for Western Canada.
Western Canada,
so I
right.
cover right through Vancouver, and
It's
so
quite the workload, eh?
So it's busy, and we're getting ready for our big tour coming up here.
I was just going
in
to ask.
September. So yeah, I leave on September 15th, and I'm not back till the night of the 27th of September.
Sorry, you leave September 15th?
Yeah.
When are you back to for the actual show in Edmonton?
The 20th.
20th. Oh,
Yeah, so we do 6 cities across Western Canada in 2 weeks. So
When you start,
hello there,
you
Amy.
start Winnipeg. You
Vancouver.
start east to west.
No,
Oh, you go
Vancouver.
west to east.
Yeah, so I fly to Vancouver on the Sunday because setup is on the Sunday, and then we do our first show on the Monday. Then we fly to Calgary on the Tuesday morning to meet the trucks there because we have 2 trucks that travel with us, and then set up in Calgary on Tuesday, do the show in Calgary on Tuesday, drive to Edmonton Thursday, set up in Edmonton on Thursday,
That's full
do the
on,
show
yeah,
in Edmonton
that's
on
busy.
Friday. Then we get like
busy.
Saturday is a break day, so I'll come home and do laundry, whatever. And then Sunday we're on the road to Regina and set up in Regina on Sunday and show in Regina on Monday. Then Tuesday travel to Saskatoon. Saskatoon first, and then Regina on the Wednesday, and then from Regina to Winnipeg. So
Wow.
it's which is the long drive. That is
That's a long drive.
from
Winnipeg.
Regina to
to
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
It's like,
That's like 7 hours, eh?
yeah, somewhere in that vicinity, and it's kind of a boring one.
Somebody say hi to that lovely person right there.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, lovely person.
Hi, Lacey.
Hi,
lovely
Lacey.
person.
Hi, Lacey. How are you, Lacey? nice of you to join us.
Yes.
So, I believe
Hi,
Chai-
Amy. Nice of you to join
is
us.
Chai on? Chai's on here, right?
Hi,
She
Chai.
was,
Nice of you to join us.
Commented at the beginning there. Yeah.
Good. So I'm very excited about this. Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, or was it the day before?
Do you believe? I
Bill?
believe,
Was it-
brother.
Was it yesterday or day before, Bill?
Yesterday.
A very may I? Can
Mm-hmm.
I? Can I? Very happy 40th wedding anniversary, you two. Very, very happy 40th wedding anniversary. That's
I feel like it should be a Flintstone moment.
you
eh?
don't.
Oh,
oh,
happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Happy. Oh. I know the whole thing. I'm sorry.
For the young people on there, that's from Flintstones. We folks kind of grew up with the Flintstones, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the Flintstone Land in Kelowna?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
I did as a
Was
kid.
it called?
Yeah.
Was it called the Rock Quarry?
I think it was called
Bedrock City or
City,
Bedrock,
something
something
like
like
that,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like an amusement park. It was all Flintstone stuff.
Bedrock City.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, happy Annie.
Happy Annie. Annie,
well,
happy.
Thank you very
Happy,
much.
happy,
We got
happy
married-
Annie.
We got married when we were 5.
5. That's
Nice.
right. Any takeaways from 40 years of marriage? Would you kindly bestow upon us some 40-year advice, please? Thank you very much.
Marriage is not a word; it's a sentence.
The sentence.
This is true. This is true.
I kill me.
Yes.
So,
No. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can really say that there's advice other than it's 40 years of
just remember,
fun,
she's on
enjoyment,
here. Hey?
ups and downs, and everything in between, and
The ups and downs are a good part.
yeah. Thank you, Nicole.
Oh, that was my outside voice.
That was a good one.
Papa-doo.
But yeah, it's hard to say. You know what? It's just you work through all the good times and the bad times and everything in between, and
Really? There were bad times? No.
you keep on going. So
I apparently missed that memo.
Apparently it causes one to do the hully gully. Apparently.
so anyway, and
So-
hey, we do have a topic, and I did some research.
Okay, we got. Okay, but hold
I
on.
did some research on the topic.
Okay,
First
so-
time I've ever done any research on a topic.
Okay, I feel like Howie Mandel. Okay, listen now. So Bill has the topic, so I will let you please tell us about the topic, Bill. However, after you've told us about
Then
the
I make
topic,
the decision who will begin the discussion. I prefer who will start the discussion.
but after you talk about the topic, I would like to propose,
Oh no.
not to you because you're married.
Thank
I'd
you.
like to propose something,
Oh yes. Okay.
a methodology.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. So the topic, everybody, drum roll, please. If I had a drum set here.
So this kind of came from our last show, actually, when before we kind of got into a very serious topic last show, which
Right.
was about gun control and stuff.
Gun
But
control,
anyway, the comment was made, about being beside yourself or whatever it could be. So, of course, you said, well, I'm not sitting beside myself. And, so then I started thinking about all these funny expressions that people
All the
say.
English idioms, eh?
Yeah, yeah. So I did some research and I pulled off a list of a bunch.
Oh, you got a list. He's got a list, ladies and gentlemen. A list.
This is not a script. So
It's a
for
list.
any of you that are watching that think we use a script, this is not a script.
Some of you watching you, would you guys please use a script?
Yeah, probably wishing that we actually used a script.
Well, I don't know where Laura is.
Laura's not here, but Nicole is.
Hi, Nicole. Could you tell us what's wrong with your sister? I mean, really, I don't know what the problem is. No dedication, no commitment to the cause.
Yeah, she should be here. So anyway, I printed off a whole bunch of different ones that people talk about. So I thought I'd throw these out of there. But do you want to say what your
Yes. Now, what I want to say is this. Now, because the fact of the matter is, if I have a list here and I read the list and it says, take it with a grain of salt. Now, anybody can just Google it,
Of course.
and figure out where it comes from. So to save a lot of things, what I would suggest is somebody can pick one if they come up with one on there and ask us, or we can pick one and ask us, and we have to make up
where we think
it comes from.
This is like Balderdash 2.0.
Because I mean, anybody, if I say to you, hey, where did Hold Your Horses come from? You could just googly woogly it and you'll find out where it comes from. Or at least you'll find a theory of where
It's a
it
good
comes
point.
You could, yeah.
from. So what we're going to have is a bunch of googly woogly searchers on there. But I'm thinking, what if somebody said, hey, where does this expression come from? And Bill, Podlie, and I, either together or individually,
Try and
have to
figure it
make up or figure out where it came from.
Yeah, or just make up our own.
Or just make up our own, and then you guys can look it up and tell us the actual meaning. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm fine with that.
I'm down.
By the way,
I'm
Nicole
down.
says apparently Laura said something about practicing, but she doesn't know if it was singing related.
Well, okay. Hold the phone. I don't know what she's practicing.
There's one right there.
No, hold the phone. Hold the phone.
Well, let's hold the phone then.
So I don't know what she's practicing. However, I don't know if I want to know what she's practicing.
It might be something we can't speak about.
Nonetheless,
All right, so then I have this list.
I have a list.
So one of the first ones that kind of came up on the list was cold turkey.
Okay, so wait a minute. So I guess what we need to do is sort of decide kind of sort of what it means,
Yeah,
and then decide, and then try to either make up or come up with the story of where it comes from. Does that make sense?
I think that's a great idea. So I'm deferring to you.
Okay, so
Cold turkey.
cold turkey. Okay, so cold turkey technically
Here are
means.
some results from the web.
Everybody shut off your googly wooglies.
I guess Googly Woogly decided that it was gonna tell me, and the question I guess it asked is, am I getting scammed or freaking out? Don't ask me why that came up.
In response to cold
Cold
turkey.
turkey.
In response to cold turkey. Okay, so cold turkey, I guess what it means is doing something suddenly without any prep and without any pre.
Kind of like we're doing right now.
Kind of like.
Kind of like 175 podcasts.
Okay, but the general connotation is cold turkey is about quitting something, not about starting. Nobody says,
Yeah, no,
hey,
I
I'm
quit.
starting a new job, cold turkey.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I quit cold turkey.
It's about quitting. You're right.
Yeah,
It's
I quit
about
smoking
quitting.
cold turkey.
Right.
So I don't even, let me think about this now. Do you guys have any theories what it
I don't-
means?
I like cold turkey the next day.
I like cold
So
turkey. I like cold
here's-
turkey better than I like warm turkey, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay. So, and I would hazard to agree with you to a point, but I think, and I'm just going off what I'm thinking off the hop here. I think generally people might think that it is more palatable to eat warm turkey or hot
Yeah.
off the oven turkey.
You have a
I
theory.
would hazard to say.
This is a tough one.
So then if you get rid of something cold turkey, you don't want to eat it, ergo you don't want to smoke it, ergo you don't want it anymore. Cold turkey
quit cold
is a I'm going to assume that cold turkey has a negative connotation in this regard.
So cold pizza. I like cold pizza.
I like cold pizza.
You don't hear anybody say, I quit cold pizza.
No.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
then wait a minute
true.
though. If they say I quit, okay, if I say I quit smoking, it means I no longer smoke.
Right.
So if somebody says that they quit cold turkey, doesn't mean they no longer eat
That's
cold
what I'm-
turkey.
That's what I'm meaning.
Cold
That's what I'm
turkey.
thinking.
That's
So,
there you go.
The next day after I've had turkey, I'm going to heat it up.
Right.
Because I've quit cold
Okay,
turkey.
but that's not what it means. What it means is I quit suddenly without any preparation.
Yes, I just quit. Just like
Just off
that.
the hop,
Just,
yeah.
just
Okay,
like that.
Yeah.
so I honestly don't know how it relates. Not only do I not know where it comes from, but I don't even know what the meaning of it is. How did it come to mean? How did quitting?
Who said that? Who said
Yeah,
that?
how did quitting cold turkey come to mean?
I quit drinking
You know
cold
what I
turkey.
picture? You know what I picture is these big Friar Tuck guys with this big old turkey leg, just
Henry VIII?
from medieval times.
Henry
You
VIII?
know, yeah.
Oh, I'm Henry
Yeah.
VIII. I am.
That's what I'm picturing.
And then ended up Henry VIII broke a tooth, and he quit cold turkey
And he-
right after that because he couldn't eat.
Hey,
turkey
that
leg
could be
anymore.
it.
Yeah.
Could be.
That's a hell of a theory.
That
I'm
could
with
be
Bill.
it.
Bill, I think that is a viable,
it could.
a viable hypothetical theory.
Maybe.
Are theories anytime not
Back in
hypothetical?
the medieval days, somebody broke their teeth on a turkey leg and said, "I quit cold turkey."
I think that's a damn fine. I think if that's not on Google, I think that should be on Google.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, Bill solved the problem right there. That's pretty amazing. That's remarkable.
Laura's there. She says practicing for karaoke world championship display out in St. Albert on Thursday night.
Oh wow.
Cool. Cool.
I wish you luck, Laura. That's no excuse, of course, not to watch the Podlie podcast.
Like, again, where's that priority?
However, I do wish you good luck.
Yes. Next one. Hold your horses.
Hold your horse.
It's like, hold your horses. Cliff.
Hold your
I got
horses.
something to say here.
Okay, well, that seems somewhat self-evident, right?
But I'm not going to run outside and see if I can find a horse to hold.
Well, maybe not now in 2024, but maybe back in medieval times.
Back in medieval times.
along with your turkey leg.
In the 1800s, in the Wild West, hold your horses.
Hold your horses. Yeah, I don't know. Again, right? I mean, what does it actually mean? It means to stop and wait,
Right.
right?
So if you don't hold your horses,
right.
you're gone.
The idea being is you're going to start spouting a lot of information to me, or you're going to start spouting bad information to me, just like horses running away with things.
Right.
And we're like, hey, whoa, wait, hold the phone. Or in
talk
this
to the
case,
hand.
so hold the phone, was a derivative of hold the horses. So back then they held their horses. Now we hold the phone. Those of us in non-rural areas.
Yes.
So Laura took the time to remind me because I said, there's no excuse for her not being here. She took the time to remind me that she actually is here.
Goes, am I not here? Well, you are now, Laura.
You are now,
That's
Laura.
no excuse for the first 20 minutes of the show.
Yeah, we didn't know you were here, you see.
Yeah, we didn't see that you were there.
Unbelievable.
So hold your horses. Yeah, just like you hear that, we'll say, hold your horses. Right? And somebody's in a hurry or trying to get something done or quick and you want
They'd
to
say,
stop.
hold your horses.
horses.
That's what I would assume.
Okay,
right?
so Laura, she says, I can post event on Podlie page. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Is that a question? Yes, you can indeed post it.
Yes.
If that's a question, the answer is yes.
Jedi mind trick, Laura. You will post it on the
there's
Podlie
no-
podcast page.
There's no question mark there. Yeah. She goes, I forgot then. You have me there. Where? Where?
Okay, so that one's pretty self-evident, I think.
Hold your
Hold
horses.
your horses.
So Nicole says, she says, if you want to experience medieval times,
Head to Strathmore.
head to Strathmore this weekend. Porque?
Medieval days.
What's good? Oh, it's actually medieval days.
I believe it is called specifically medieval days.
Nicole says she was supposed to be there with clove and dagger.
Oh, there's a good one. Don't have a cow.
That's one. Yeah, that's not on my list, actually.
Do not have a cow,
Nicole,
man.
good
Don't have a
one.
cow.
Don't have a cow.
Yeah. Again, why would you? Who's going to have a cow? Leslie Ann says maybe hold your horses comes from the historic flat earthers because they didn't want the horses to fall off the edge. Hold those horses before you fall off. or Leslie Ann, for you, is it more hold your horses? This is a hydration station.
Hydration station. This is a whiskey hydration station.
Yeah,
For the
everybody
flat,
must hydrate.
for the flat earthers.
Flat earthers, this is where you hydrate. Hold those horses.
Leslie, I think you get 2,500 points for that.
And Leslie Ann, just because you said that, for the next 32 minutes of this podcast, I'm just going to blame everything on the flat earthers. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to blame it all on the flat earthers.
On the flat earthers.
Yeah, those flat earthers quit cold turkey. And then one had a
Flat
cow.
earthers and then their damn horses. Jesus.
What? Laura says she forgot the first 20 minutes.
How can you forget the first 20 minutes?
Yeah.
This is Must Listen Monday. Remember
This is episode
MLM.
185. How can you miss the first 20 minutes?
It's MLM, Laura. Must Listen Mondays.
Yeah. LOL.
Leslie says LOL. That's hilarious. Maybe hold your horses comes from the historic flat earthers because they didn't want the horses to fall off.
That makes a lot of sense, actually,
I think that's a legit.
It's funny because it's true, LA. It's funny
Yeah,
because it's true.
well, when I said your explanation had to go on Googly Woogly,
Yeah.
I think that's a legit
That's a very
explanation
good
right there.
explanation for sure. I think that one should be written.
That's right. And when you type in flat earthers, that should come up as one of the search bots, or whatever you call it.
I think that's a good one. Hey, have a look at the clock there, Cliff.
Holy smack! It's already halfway through. That's crazy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the middle of the podcast.
No, Leslie Ann, stopwatch blue hand timer. And
What?
what? And
Stopwatch Blue Hand Timer. What's that riff?
and then Nicole says, "How about shut the front door?" And then
Okay,
what's the-
Nicole, we know where
That's
that
always
came
mine.
from.
And I say that all the time with the kids, but we know
Shut
why
the
I say it
front
to the
door.
kids. We know why we say it to the kids.
That's right. I mean, I also say father's mother.
Fudge. Fudge.
Yeah.
Frankincense.
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 Shut the front door. That's a good one, though.
Leslie Ann, tell us what stopwatch blue hand timer is.
Yeah, that's it. Tell us what stopwatch blue hand timer is. Your turn.
Yeah, tell her. Leslie Ann, please tell us what
Well, it has something to do. Hey, Leslie. Hey, LA, can you do me a favor?
LA
Tell us
now.
what stopwatch
Well, he's on a
blue hand
first,
timer.
first initial basis.
First initial
right.
basis.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, well, I have another one here. The elephant in the room.
I saw a really good meme the other day. I'm not a meme person, but I saw a really good meme the other day. It's a psychiatrist on his chair and an elephant lying upside down on the couch. And the elephant says to the psychiatrist, "Doc, it's like I'm not even there." He says, "Doc, I'm right there, but it's like I'm not even there."
Well, I'm trying to think, like, is this something that maybe came, say, maybe from India or something? I don't know. They're all sitting around for dinner and they say, "Who let the elephant in the room?"
And what everybody said, "Shh, don't talk about the elephant."
talk about the-
That's another funny one, right? What's the actual thing?
The elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
No, but what's the whole expression?
Oh, what?
Why are we ignoring? Why are we ignoring the elephant in the room?
Let's not talk about the elephant
Let's
in the
not
room.
talk about the
Or,
elephant in
you
the room.
know,
Yeah, which is kind of like, let's not talk about this particular topic because there's certain people here we want them to
Avoid.
listen to.
Avoiding. Why are we avoiding the elephant in
Yeah.
the room?
Why are we avoiding the elephant
Sure.
in the room? Or it could be that as well.
Okay, so Leslie says the description she posted the description rather than the emoji that she was trying to post. Okay,
Yeah,
that
there
makes
you
sense.
go. Okay.
No.
Amy, strong like bull.
Amy says, strong like bull and smart like tractor. Strong like bull and smart like tractor. I love that. That's
A lot
awesome.
of bull.
And the other one, I wonder where that came from. Strong like bull and smart like tractor. That's ridiculous. I've never heard that one up until recently. Don't shit a brick. See, I'd be really curious to know where that comes from.
Somebody ate a brick at one point. I
I'd be
guess.
really curious to know who started that one and why.
That's probably
why?
medieval times too.
I
when they were
hope it
constructing
wasn't
a castle.
literal. I hope not.
Somebody was constructing a castle in medieval times, and Henry VIII broke his tooth upstairs. He said, "I'm quitting cold turkey." And then you had the guy with the bricks trying to build the castle.
I'm with Bill.
Wow.
Strong like bull and smart like tractor.
How about slow as molasses in January? Yeah.
Okay, Nicole, slow as molasses. Okay, I think that was just a writer exercising
Yeah.
their imagination because if you put molasses out in January, it's pretty effing slow.
That's pretty literal. I'm saying that's pretty literal.
That's literal. That's right. Yeah.
That is very little. All right, so we've gone by the elephant in the room. We kind of had that one
Yeah.
figured out.
We kind of just
All right, so next one is get someone's goat.
I have a suspicion that's about the Bedouin people. That's the Bedouin people. How to get someone's goat.
Again,
So
like-
I think personally, it's very simple, right? If you're part of the Bedouin community, and you have all your goats, and somebody came and took one of your goats, that would
be
really
upset.
piss you off.
Yeah, that would.
Right?
That would get my goat.
That would get you pissed off. So the fact of the matter is, it became how to get someone's goat, right?
Yeah.
To get your goat. That's a weird expression.
I got to be honest with you. Bedouin or not, if anybody steals my goat, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So Leslie Ann says no, and what she says no to is the molasses in January. She says, no, it's how slow the syrup drips from the maple. Oh, look at that! How slow the syrup drips from the maple trees.
Cool.
Very slow in the dead of winter. Oh, hey, look at that! Isn't that awesome?
Nicole says, get your goat and nanny too.
Get your goat and nanny too.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Idioms must be so difficult for foreign people to learn, eh?
I'm sure.
I mean, some of it is so terrible to learn.
So, to your point, when I was in China teaching English, I actually had a lesson on idioms. I actually had a lesson on idioms.
All languages have.
You know, why do we park in a driveway, drive in a parkway? All of the, you know, all of the sort of you know, strawberry, gooseberry, raspberry. You know, I did one. It was pretty funny.
Leslie Ann, unless they save the goat from falling off the edge of the world.
For which case, we're going to blame the flat earthers.
That'll get you goat.
I can see that flat earther running to
Flat
the edge.
earther running to
Save
the
that
edge.
goat just before it steps off.
Come back.
Don't take that step.
Not that last step. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but idioms must be crazy though, right? I mean, only in the English language do you have noses that run and feet that smell.
smell.
I mean, how do you
that
teach
smell.
somebody that?
Yeah.
No, I have a running nose
Yeah.
and I have smelly feet. I have feet that smell. That's ridiculous. Nicole laughs. Ha ha ha. That's a Leslie Ann's flat Earth thing.
Well, how about this one? Get your ducks in a row.
What the hell? I have never thought
Oh,
of these
that one's
things.
probably pretty easy too. It's organization, right? All the ducks are in a row. They're nice in one line. I think that's probably pretty literal.
I would guess.
Would you guess?
But
Like
is that
duck-
something,
you know-
like, again, how did that come up though? Like, was somebody walking down the road? Again, in medieval times? Put your ducks in a row there. They're not in a row.
Your ducks are not in a row.
the ducks in thy row.
Leslie Ann says, go ahead, back up.
I feel like saying, go ahead, back up, make my day.
Go ahead, back up. Go ahead, back up.
Yeah, make my day.
How do you teach a Taiwanese person who just came to Canada that express? Say, go ahead, go ahead, back up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, back up.
Yeah.
Get your ducks in a row.
Visual, get out of my head. Holy cow.
And Nicole, and as the flat earther falls off, you've got Rose laying on the door saying, come back.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah. What's another one here? Eager beaver.
Wow.
Wow, well, that's not this type of podcast. I'll tell you that right now. That is not this type of podcast. I'm sorry.
Don't we have a bunch of eager beavers?
I'm sorry.
Who's always the first people? Aren't the first people on the podcast? Those are eager beavers.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But
that's.
how do you know beavers eager?
How do you know a beaver's eager? I'd like to know that. That's a good question. That should be posted as a question for our next podcast.
Yeah.
And if any of you are thinking this topic is not, funny enough, you can go on our page and you can actually suggest topics as some of our listeners have already done. So, continue.
Eager beaver. We went away that one.
That's a
gonna go
question
past
for
that
Joe Rogan. Thank you very much.
We're going past
That's
that.
what that is.
Monkey business.
Monkey.
We won't have any monkey business with those flat earthers.
Well, are monkeys mischievous? Is that why you're saying monkey
That's
business?
what I think too.
I
That's
guess.
what I
Are
think
monkeys
too.
mischievous?
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what I
I
think,
know,
too.
I know the macaques are very mischievous.
Yeah.
Lemurs are probably not as mischievous as macaques, but
Yeah. Nicole says working in a school is like herding kittens.
Yeah, herding cattle, herding kittens. Yeah.
is there such a thing as ever having a herd of cats? I mean, there's a pride alliance, but what
yeah.
about cats and kittens?
A litter of cats. I think it's a litter of kittens.
A litter of kittens.
I think it's a litter. I think.
But then again, how many people actually? Well, I guess there's people that might have 5 or 6 cats. But do they herd them? I don't think cats would hear that very well. Have you heard a cat before? But and then getting back to that, I don't think cats would actually herd together. Would they?
They wouldn't. Yeah.
Not like cattle.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know how
it's
you
the
would herd
exact
cat-
opposite.
I don't know how you
say,
would herd
yeah.
cats.
I don't
That's
know.
right. It's a clouder of cats.
Oh, it's a
cats.
clouder. Very cool.
See, I like
Very
that,
cool.
right? I like these. I don't know what you call that. The plurative or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So it's a herd of cattle, but it's a clouder of cats, a murder of crows, and 3 crows is just an attempted murder.
Leslie Ann, if Sheldon said it, it must be true.
Yeah, she learned that from Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
clouder of cats, and what I like personally, and I don't know if it's true. If I made it up, it's great. A gaggle of politicians
Yes,
because
but
they're always
cattle listen
gaggling
better.
and cackling.
Nicole says cattle listen better, so yeah, they'll herd. Okay, so we had eager beaver, but now how about the cock and bull story?
Okay, I am at a complete loss. Maybe somebody has to googly woogly that.
The cock and bull
Somebody
story.
can Google that's a cock and bull story. I haven't heard that in God knows how many years.
William says, as the crow flies.
How many people use these on daily, daily conversation?
Okay, I don't know about
There's
the cock.
a couple I use.
I don't know about the
daily
cock and
conversation.
bull.
I don't use cock and bull story.
Okay, but
That's a cock and bull
eager
story.
beaver, William Kirkland says, as the crow flies, I've used that. Herding cats, I've never used that.
Yeah, herding cattle. I use herding cattle. I've used that.
Yeah, I don't think I've used herding cats. Elephant in the room.
I've said hold your horses.
Hold your horses.
Hold your horses,
Hold
I
your
said that.
horses. I've used elephant in the room a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's still.
So cock and bull, we're not sure about that one. What about bull in the china shop?
Okay, I know what it means.
Yeah, so obviously somebody saw a bull walk through a china shop and destroy it, but then they saw their buddy walk in. It was one of those flat earthers came running through the china shop and just knocked everything over, or was trying to catch it before it fell off the edge.
See,
If
this
it,
is
sorry, Cliff. Go
no,
ahead.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
I'm like that story came from a bull in a china shop. I mean, I think it was a real event, and somebody looked at it and went, "Wow, that's crazy." I mean, have you ever seen a bull in a china shop? And then
So-
it became an expression.
For those of you who remember MythBusters, it used to be on Discovery Channel.
Yeah, I remember that show.
Science and science-ish show, physics show, yada yada yada. They actually tested a bull in a china shop, and they actually set up a china shop, and they legitimately let a bull run through
it and did destroy it.
Didn't touch a damn thing. Didn't touch a damn thing. So that myth was indeed busted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was just a really careful bull,
It could have been.
or a bull that really was, sort of had a soft spot for China.
Yeah.
A discerning bull.
Like
Okay, wait a minute though. Did they release a bull in a shop in China?
Or did they release
That's
a bull?
right.
in a china
Or did they
shop?
release a bull in a
are we
China
talking
shop?
about? That's a
That's
good
true.
point.
It has to be clarified.
That's
'Cause
a
I mean-
good point.
That's right. I mean, if I go to Chinatown, there are a lot of China shops there.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's got to be clarified. Cooking up a storm.
Cooking.
I'm going to go cook
Well,
up
that's
a
when
storm.
I cook.
See, that's such a weird expression, cooking up a storm.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Like when you go cook, do you actually cause a thunderstorm to happen?
Yeah, cooking up a storm. And
So
why
you
up?
manifest a storm
And
while
why
you're
up?
cooking. Yeah, cooking up, why not? Yeah.
Is it that when you're cooking, you're releasing a lot of steam, and if you cook
That-
on,
oh,
let's
that's
say,
a good
4
call.
burners,
That's a good call.
and
That's a good
everything's
call.
steaming away, so it looks like a storm?
Yeah.
Storm with lots of action happening to it. Ergo, you're over here and you're over there and you're over there, and you got 4 burners and you're yeah.
But I mean,
don't know.
if you
Cooking up
tried to tell, I don't know, a Scandinavian person that we're cooking up a storm, or a Taiwanese person that you're cooking up a storm, how would you explain it?
Yeah, what are you going to tell them?
Like, how would you explain that to
Because they're going
somebody?
to think, okay, storm, you mean rain? No, not rain.
No, not rain.
Yeah.
Richard McCravey Jordan. Anybody know Richard
I
McCravey
have
Jordan?
no idea who Richard
He
is.
says there's a big nasty spider on the wall. I don't know what that means.
By the red homely guy
And-
with a hoodie.
I'm assuming I'm the red homely guy with a hoodie.
I don't know who this guy.
I don't know who this Richard
Yeah.
dude is, but hi Richard, how are you?
I'm assuming that Richard is talking about the red homely guy with a hoodie, meaning me, because well, I'm homely and I have a red hoodie.
Okay, but is
I
there
don't know
a
about
big nasty
spider?
I don't see one on
see
the
a big
wall.
nasty
There's no
spider.
spider there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Looking.
Oh, there is. No, that's
Nope.
not. I thought it might have been a thing you're talking about. Okay, so I don't know. Richard, you might want to clarify the big nasty spider thing.
Yeah. All right. And this is the one we talked about. Beside myself.
I'm beside myself. Well, I'm not beside myself. Bill's
That was
beside
funny.
me.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So I don't know what that means. I am beside myself. And then there's another English expression that says, oh, something, something, something. And I am unanimous in that.
So again, why did somebody say that?
Okay, somebody Google that. I am beside myself. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. 'Cause,
I mean, somebody should googly woogly that.
like, are you actually sitting beside yourself?
Oh, don't know what it means.
Richard said someone's going to get bit. Yeah.
Okay, Richard, clarification, dude. That's what we need. Because I'm looking and I don't see
don't see no spiders.
anti-spancy
We're
spiders.
We're
Spiders
spiderless.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll have everybody try and figure out beside myself.
Okay, so somebody on Googly Woogly, look up what it means to be besides oneself. I don't know what that means. That's ridiculous.
All right, what about this one? More holes than Swiss cheese.
Well, I think
well-
that's pretty literal.
Does Swiss cheese have holes?
Yeah, I would say that's probably pretty literal.
So it's got more holes. So basically, you could say your story has more,
Has more holes
than
in
its
it
Swiss
than
cheese.
Swiss
That's
cheese.
exactly right.
Okay.
That's your tail. Yeah.
So what I'm
Okay,
saying
hold
is
on, though.
I don't believe your story because
Okay,
you're not
but-
giving me all of the information.
Sure, but by definition, though, you're telling me more holes than Swiss cheese. Fact of the matter is, but if you have a piece of Swiss cheese that's this big,
It doesn't have a hole in it.
That's
or it
true.
only has 2 holes in it. So how big is the piece of Swiss cheese that we're discussing?
That's a good question. Nicole said it's like the song "Me and My Shadow."
Me and my shadow.
Depending where you are in regards to the sun, you can see your shadow and walk along with your shadow.
Okay, somebody look it up
Um,
and put some topics on the podcast page.
how about this one? Best thing since sliced bread.
Best. I always
Best
joke.
thing since sliced bread.
I always joke about that. Is sliced bread a good thing?
Do you prefer to buy your bread on slice? What if you
I
get
think
it
what
on-sliced and you gotta slice it?
what the reference might be is the fact that along with the wheel, sliced bread is probably one of the greatest inventions to and I think that's probably what they're alluding to.
Is slicing bread an invention?
So who first, like, when
Could you call it an
bread was first
invention? Yeah,
invented,
true.
people had to break it.
To
I'm
break
assuming,
it, right?
Well, it would be unleavened bread.
and
For-
then
for-
No, but
First
even
off,
leavened
bread.
bread though, it would be.
Sure,
You
but-
have to break it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amy asked,
Interesting.
what was the question that we just asked? So the question we were asking was, what does the expression "I'm beside myself" mean? First of all, and where did it come from? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm beside myself. I don't know what that means, and if I say it in a brown accent, I get to shake my head and say I'm very much beside myself. But I don't know what that means. So that's the question. Amy, you need to googly woogly.
And then Nicole says, "Well, which came first, sliced bread or the whole loaf?"
As soon as one said that,
That's right.
I was just thinking the chicken and the egg thing again. That's
And-
funny. I was thinking that too.
And the fact of the matter is, I always joke about the sliced bread thing. You know, people say, "Oh, it's been a slice." You ever see that expression?
Yeah,
People
sure.
say it's
Been
been
a
a
slice,
slice.
yeah.
I always say, "What do you mean it's been a slice? It's been a whole damn loaf." Who's this Richard McGravy
The
guy?
whole loaf.
He's the same gentleman that's been commenting up above there.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
curious
not
as to
sure.
who he is.
Not sure who he is.
New listener.
Well, maybe,
watcher.
but he's talking about spiders and dumbasses.
New watchers.
Nicole, LOL. What's another one here? Hot potato. I know it's pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, if you grab a potato, it's hot. What happens? You throw it to somebody else.
toss it
Somebody
to
else. I think that's probably pretty.
But I mean, why would you toss it to somebody else? Why wouldn't you just toss it? You know,
Yeah.
in a cold water or something, right? But you toss it to yourself. Yeah.
Well, then-
Right, Nicole? That's what I always used to say. It's been a slice. No, it's been a whole loaf, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then right after that is couch potato.
So is the couch potato hot potato?
Well, yeah, but why would somebody say couch? You're a couch potato.
Yeah, I don't
Why
understand
a potato? Why a potato?
Can't be, you're,
Yeah.
I don't know, you're,
They're hot from the oven or barbecue.
Yeah.
Nicole says they come out hot
Yeah.
from the barbecue. Okay, I agree. They come out hot from the oven or
But
the
why a
barbecue.
potato? Because everything comes hot out of the oven.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But again, couch potato, like why a potato? Like, why are you a couch potato? Because you sat on the couch all day. Oh, look at that couch potato.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't
Like
know what-
potatoes don't come from couches. So
And why would a potato sit on a couch?
that's true. Nicole says, "I'm no couch potato, is a lazy potato."
A lazy potato. That's right. A couch potato is a lazy potato, right? Potatoes generally, though, more active, or they're lazy.
How about go bananas?
I would guess that's from monkeys. Right? They
Probably,
eat a lot
'cause
of bananas
yeah,
and they go,
get all
yee,
anxious
whatever.
and-
They get all anxious and everything else,
Yeah.
so they go bananas. I
They
don't
go
know.
bananas.
Don't ask me. I'm telling you something. These things are completely ridiculous. Some of these expressions, I have no idea where they come from. Okay, so Amy Googly Woogly. She says to be beside oneself means to be so extreme with an emotion that you're nearly out of control. The first recorded use of the term is Old Testament Acts 24:20. That's
24.
amazing.
Wow.
So to be so
I'm thinking of this
extreme
literally.
with an emotion that you're nearly out of control. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because then what happens is if you're out of control, you're not in control of yourself. It's like a separate person is controlling you. So your emotions, a separate person is controlling you, your emotions. So I am beside myself. That is so okay. I just learned something. I think that's a fascinating expression then.
There you go.
All this time I thought it was a funny expression and I thought it was ridiculous, but now having Amy's googly woogly answer there, I think actually it's quite a neat expression because if you are overly emotional, it's like a separate entity is controlling you.
Yes.
And I am beside myself. That's fantastic, Amy. Thank you.
There you go. See what you can learn on the Podlie podcast?
That's amazing. I like that.
Nicole says go bananas is for kinders who go crazy.
Kinders who go crazy.
Yeah.
I believe it.
That's probably
Banana. Isn't that Beethoven's favorite fruit?
it might be.
Banana.
I have a bone to pick with someone.
We missed one from William Kirkland. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Out of the
Right.
frying
I like
pan
that one.
into the
I
fire.
like that one. Good job. I like that one.
Amy. Another weird expression is don't get your panties in a twist.
Don't get your panties in a twist. I wonder who said that. That's ridiculous.
But again, the one again, the what did I say? The bone to pick. I have a bone to pick.
Bone to pick with someone.
Someone.
So, you got me.
Yeah.
A
Like,
bone to pick with someone.
so you're finding a bone somewhere, like
Trying to, yeah.
Don't-
I don't know.
Don't. Amy says, "Don't let the door hit or where the good. Don't let the door hit where the good Lord split you."
ouch. Oh.
We're gonna take that literally.
How about pie in the sky?
Pie in.
That's a good one.
You've used it?
No, rarely, if at all.
what does it
Rarely,
mean?
if at all.
Like you look up and say, "Oh, there's
There's
a
a
pie, in the sky."
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I think what it means is the pie in the sky idea. They say that's a pie in the sky idea. Mean you will never find a pie in the sky, so the idea is ridiculous. That's like when pigs fly.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
call.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Right?
Good call.
So pie in the sky idea means it's a silly idea because you'd never find a pie in the sky.
Yep.
Yep.
Good call.
William Kirkland says, "Bury the hatchet."
Bury the
Oh.
hatchet means getting rid of problems, I think.
Yes.
Killing problems.
No, actually, bury the hatchet means that we're going to create peace. We're going to bury all of the bad feelings between us, and we're going to create peace. But I actually know this one, William. I don't know why I know this one, but I know this one. Bury the hatchet. Back in medieval times, when groups of people met together, enemies would meet together, they would actually bury their weapons to make sure that it was inaccessible, and that was a sign of truce and a sign that they wanted peace.
Very cool.
So they would bury all of their weapons in a dugout, and then that way everybody was weapon free, and nobody could go and run and grab the weapons because they were actually buried.
Buried.
So that was
kinda cool.
a legit sign of wanting peace.
Leslie Ann, the flat earthers see a pie in the sky as their notification that the edge is near.
Just near.
Leslie Ann is all about the flat
She
earthers
likes her
tonight.
flat earthers.
Do you guys have one that you use all the time? Like one that is just your go-to?
Oh, I can't think of it off the top of
Yeah.
my head.
That's a good question.
Probably,
but now you're right. I can't think of it either.
Yeah, I can't think.
Pie in the sky,
Yeah.
pot calling the kettle
you
black.
know,
I use that one.
For Fox Creek, I use a little bit different, but I use for Fox Creek all the time. I use,
Nicole says, "Oh, Leslie Ann is the edge flaky."
Flaky.
Yeah, it's a flaky crust on that edge of the earth. What about? Oh, you must have got up on the wrong side of the bed.
You know,
So
we
again-
say these things.
So again, yeah, what? The person's in a bad mood when they get out of bed in the morning.
When they say you got up on the wrong side of the bed, right?
Yeah.
So, see, we say these things and we take it for granted. We know what they mean, which of course that's what it means. You got up on the
Yeah.
wrong side of the bed means that you're grumpy if you get up on the wrong side of the bed. But why would you be on the wrong side of the bed? And whoever got to the idea that if you sleep on the wrong side of the bed, you get up grumpy?
Yeah,
That's so
True.
weird.
That's true.
yeah.
Like, see, so we take all these things for granted.
Yeah.
That we know what they mean when we say it because culturally we know what it means. It has a cultural reference.
Yeah. How about pull the wool over somebody's eyes?
Pull the wool, like,
Is that back to medieval days?
is that the medieval days? I don't
Well,
know.
blinding somebody, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I would
or,
assume.
no, pull the wool too. You're telling them a story. You're making something maybe up. So I'm going to pull the wool over this person's eyes and not really
Right.
tell
You're
them the
gonna
truth.
you're gonna mislead them. You're gonna
Yes.
blind them. You're gonna mislead them. That's what I get anyway.
No, and yeah, no, that's right. Pull the wool over somebody's eyes is to mislead them, but
It's to me.
where did it come from?
Where did
though?
it
Where,
come
like
from?
where did this expression originate?
Again, in the medieval days, when somebody
Some
walking down
Kiwi.
a path and somebody threw a thing of wool over him and pulled the wool over his eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, Google, where did the expression "pull the wool over one's eyes" come from?
Oh, we only got about 2 minutes left here. So
According to Quora, this term comes from, and long survives, the custom of wearing a wig. One writer suggests that it alludes to the slippage of the wig of a judge, who is temporarily blinded by a clever lawyer.
Wow,
interesting.
nice.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay,
All right.
2 minutos. All right, there's only a minute left or so.
We got about 3 minutes left.
That's right. So I'll start by telling you guys I appreciate you being here. Got a couple of new people online I haven't seen before. Lacey was one of them. I've not seen Lacey before on here. Thanks for joining us. Not sure if you picked a particularly good podcast to join us on, considering we've been talking about silly, stupid expressions. But for your information, we have 185 silly, stupid hours. And for the record, Lacey, we have some very good conversations on this podcast and very deep conversations on this podcast. And sometimes it's like this, where it's all just fun and games. And sometimes it's all one big gargantuan laugh. So we have a lot of podcasts out there. If you ever want to listen to something, go checking. Number one. Number two, if you liked it, share it, come back, all that type of stuff. Mostly come back. That's all we care about. And I can't remember the other gentleman's name. But yeah. Glad you showed up. Not sure what you were talking about the spider, etc. But hey, welcome. And I speak for all of us when we say we count on you guys being here and we appreciate you guys being here every single Monday because this podcast would be no fun at all if you weren't joining us.
For sure. And you can always rewatch it right here on YouTube and or Facebook. So if you missed part of tonight, like Laura, you missed the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, Laura.
You can rewatch it on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube has the comments with it and or Facebook. And then the audio portion of it plays on soundsugarradio.com on Friday nights at 10 o'clock. So you can listen to it there as well. Otherwise, 185 hours.
185 hours.
I'd like to see somebody binge.
Well, it's kind of 185 hours plus 14.
Right.
Because we
Correct.
had a very long, well,
Well,
no,
24 hours.
24
When we did
24 hours.
episode 100.
Yeah, we did a 24-hour marathon for our episode, for our 100th episode. We were online for an entire 24 hours talking. And if you do want to go and retro view any of the broadcasts that we've had, some of them have been really good. When you go to YouTube, if you click videos, you won't find them. You have to click live videos. If you
Yes.
click live videos, that's where you'll find all of the videos we've had.
Goes under live.
We've had discussions about AI. We've had discussions about psychology. We've had discussions about how friends connect. So we've had some really good discussions over the time. So if you're bored and you want to listen to some of those, go to YouTube, click on live videos, and you can see the descriptions there.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
For sure, for sure. And also, we're not going to do an encore tonight because there's no time.
No encore.
All right, everybody. See you later.
Have a great week, everybody.
Have a great
Most
week.
importantly, stay happy.